Could you share a couple examples of identifying friction in your business, either recently or maybe further in the past?
Yeah, the collections, like I just mentioned, was a big one. Like, we had to really look at, like, our VA that did the collections was making phone calls for this portfolio on this day and this part of the portfolio on this day. When I say portfolio, it's like one entity has 4 mobile home parks, and we call this one portfolio, etc. Because there might be 100 people there, and let's say 20 are delinquent, making phone calls and then sending a text right after. Maybe someone pays up the phone, and then they have like a 30-minute story where they didn't pay. It's very time consuming. This happens. It's reality of property management, really it is. And this is a friction point. And I realized, okay, well, how can we make this faster? And then, of course, and went to conferences, went to one recently, and there's this one AI company. They're focusing on like collections, leasing, and maintenance AI agents, focusing mainly on mobile home parks in Rent Manager, like a niche in a niche. I'm like, you guys are the dream match for me right now. We kicked this off just now this week, actually. And the integration calls on Monday and getting all this kicked off to actually, have AI, making these phone calls. So this is one of the friction points that I noticed. What else? Like leasing, for example, too. Before we did leasing, all the community managers did the leasing, posting the listings on like Facebook Marketplace, Zillow, etc. And at some point, we realized they cannot keep up with actually posting it, maintaining the listing, reacting to everybody, and then going to showings, have the people don't show up, etc. So we actually made sure we have a VA that does all of the pre-filtering, the listing, etc. And then if someone is actually communicating really well and provide a pre-application, that's something else I implemented. It's like a free pre-application form. It's another hurdle to make sure they're really serious. They don't pay anything. They just say, okay, my income is this, my credit score I think is this. It's like a Google form. They fill this out, and our VA manages that with the lead. If they go through all of that, the actual show rate is super high because people are actually really interested to actually go to the showing because they already went through all the hoops. But we don't make them pay for it for application just yet. But after the showing, if they're interested, they're gonna pay for the application. So then relieved the community manager not wasting a lot of time on people that are not going to show up because they have to drive to the park if they don't live at the park or whatever. And then, there's a no-show again. And sometimes we have right now a portfolio, we have about 200 leads a month on people calling the phone or applying on a Zillow listing, etc. And I have to look at the exact numbers, but like from a lead to application rate is like less than 20% because most of the people, like this typical Facebook Marketplace, right? Is it still available? And then he's like, yeah, of course. And then they don't respond. It's the same thing. We try to like filter that out. So before it goes to community manager, it's pre-filtered. So that's 2 examples. There's so many I can talk about, but those 2 are pretty strong. Have been very recent for us that we eliminated.